Today we're going over the best settings to use in here in Modern Warfare 3 after the Season 1 Reloaded update. These are the settings that make me the player that I am. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe. Let's hop right into these settings. So we're starting off with the display tab here. We'll just hop right into this. For my display mode is going to be full screen exclusive. That's the best one. Display monitor, that's basically the name of the monitor. So that's whatever monitor you have, that name will be there. My display adapter, basically my graphics card is a 3090 Ti. My refresh rate or hertz from a monitor is going to be 240. Play on 1440, which is the best way to play Call of Duty. If you have 1080, I think you should definitely try a 1440 monitor. It's the best thing, and you'll never go back to 1080. My aspect ratio is going to be on automatic. Reset shaders, preloading, that's just a random setting they have here. The display gamma is going to be on 2.2. Brightness is going to be defaulted to 50. That's brightness. You have the NVIDIA reflex low latency, that's going to be on. The echo mode preset is going to be set on efficiency. I didn't change that setting at all. For the VSync gameplay, that's going to be off. For the menu, one for this setting is going to be 100%. Frame rate is going to be on custom. It's basically just maxed out so I can get the maximum potential frames in game. That's going to be on 300. And then the menus is going to be set to 60 because I don't need to have, the PC running all hard. I'm just sitting in the menus. Menu render resolution is going to be on optimal. That's just default. Same thing with the pause game rendering. The focus mode is going to be on 90. And my HDR is going to be off as well. That's it for the display settings. Now we go to the quality settings. My graphics will be on custom right here because I did change a lot of these settings. My render resolution is going to be on 100, so basically 1440. Dynamic resolution is going to be off as well. We have on the upscaling / sharpening, going to be on fidelity FX, which is the best one to run in the game. It makes the game look extremely nice and pretty. Makes the colors vibrant, makes the game look extremely nice. So you make sure you have that on, and then you're going to hit square on it, and you're going to put the strength to 100. That's the best way to make the game look extremely nice. For the path tracing for ray tracings, make sure you have that off. For the VRAM scale target, have it on 70. I did not touch this. Variable rate shading as well, that's off. Might be something new, I think. I didn't touch this thing at all, but it's off. It's off. For the textures and details, my texture resolution is going to be on low. Normal filter is going to be on normal. My depth of field, make sure you have this off because if you have this on, it makes the game extremely blurry at further ranges. So you definitely want to make sure this is off. The bullet impacts and the persistent effects are both going to be off. As you can see, the shader quality is going to be on low as well. You have on the texture demand setting, which basically just download stuff in the back, but it doesn't hurt the quality of your game, but just makes the game look a lot more prettier. You have on the logo streaming quality on normal as well. The shadow and lighting, we have this on low. You have on the screen space shadow is going to be on low as well. The ambient collisions is going to be on both. And when the screen space reflection is going to be on normal, the static reflection quality is on low as well. You have on the environment for the tessellation is going to be on near. The volumetric quality is going to be on low. Same thing with the quality for the physics right here is going to be on low. Weather grid is on low as well. And the water quality is going to be on all, which you honestly don't even need to have water quality on because it's water. Who cares about the water? So you really could just turn that off. You can just apply that right now. It doesn't matter. For the view, field of view is going to be on 120. That's how I personally like to have my game. It's going to be unaffected as well, so you can literally eliminate any sort of visual recoil. You have up in the field is going to be on wide as well, just so it can look a lot smaller. Third person field of view, you can just change that to what you personally want it to be. I just have it set to 90. My vehicle field of view is going to be on default as well. The camera, now this is definitely a very important setting right here. Camera, make sure you have the motion blur and the world motion blur set to off because it makes the game look extremely blurry every time you move or just even think about moving. It makes the game extremely blurry. Anything with the field grain, make sure you have that off as well. For the first person camera moving, make sure you have that to the least amount it can be so your screen doesn't shake extremely much, especially when you get hit by grenades and stuff like that. You don't want your screen shaking, so put that to 50. Same thing with the third person. You can set this to whatever you want it to be. I left it all at default because obviously I don't use third person, that means, so you can just have that to whatever you want it to be. Same thing with the spectator camera and inverted flash. I have that on because I don't want to go blind playing this game from flash grenades, so I have that on. Now for the audio tab, audio mix is going to be on headphones bass boost. It literally allows you to hear everything in the entire game, so make sure you have it on headphones bass boost. A lot of these stuff right here is going to be just set to default based on what's plugged into your PC or your console. Volume is going to be on 100 obviously, so you can hear everything. In the voice chat, stuff like that, it's all just default. I'm just scroll by. A lot of these are just, like I said, based on whatever you have plugged into your console or to your PC. Only thing I did change was my hit marker sounds to just a regular Modern Warfare, or you change it to classic, whatever you want it to be. For the interface tab as well, a lot of this stuff right here is going to be that's like whatever you personally how you want certain things to look in game. Only thing I did change on here was my color customization. That's why like my enemies look blue and I'm like red sometimes. So they went to color customization and I just changed it to literally whatever color you want it to be. Like, I mean, look, literally any color. You can even make colors if you really want. So I just set it to how I personally want it to look. And another thing, you want to make sure you have your mini map on square, because that's the best way to get the most amount of information whenever you are in a game. Mini map rotation as well, make sure you have that on. You have the compass on and off if you want. I have mine off because there's no use for the compass in my personal opinion. Crosshair, make sure you have that on, but I did change it to the center dot, because if you have the regular dot, it moves extremely amount. It moves way too much. I just put on a dot and then I set it to the largest one possible just to help with my centering. Same thing with the hit marker visuals, make sure you have that on so you can actually see when you are getting a hit marker. The image base, make sure you have this on as well. Like, these are all just default settings right here, these two right here, so you should have them on. Anything with the player names, make sure you have that on full because it helps with visibility. And everything else you see right here is just default except for my telemetry, which is basically just top left. As you can see, I just have my FPS counter on, my server latency, and my packet burst. But everything else is just off because we don't need to have, you know, all those things just going across the screen. Now we're going to go to the controller tab for my controller settings. I'll take my input, it's going to be on controller. The button layout, as you can see, is going to be on tactical flip. So you make sure you just shoot with R1 and L1 and you slide with R3. That's how you put it on for that. Bumper pane is going to be off. And you want to turn this flip setting on so you can shoot with R1 and L1. The layout is going to be on default. Controller vibration, we have that off because I don't like it. Dead zone is just based on how much stick drift is in your controller. So literally, as you can see, there's stick drift in my controller. I probably do have to raise my dead zone up, but right now it's just set to 5 and 5 for both for the right and left stick. The aiming tab sensitivity is going to be on 7.7, and my the sensitivity for it is going to be on a 1. And the way you actually do change this is if you just put it to custom, and you could just literally just put it up and down, and then put it to whatever setting you want it to be, and then you could just it'll lock it. For some weird reason, it locks it, but that's how you change it. ADS sensitivity is going to be on a 1. That's just default. Same thing with literally all these right here for the setting multiplier. Vertical aim access is going to be on standard. I didn't touch any of these. One thing I did touch was going to be the aim assist response curve type. Make sure you have that on dynamic. Dynamic is the best one. It literally aims for you. So dynamic is the best one you can put on. A lot of these is going to be set to default. I didn't touch any of these settings for the aiming tab. The gameplays, that one, the automatic tactical sprint, because I personally like it. It definitely helps my finger and definitely makes the controller last longer. And a lot of these over here I didn't change as well. These going to be default. One thing I did touch was the slide only thing, which every now and then you still dolphin dive, which I don't get it, but I have it set to slide only. And yeah, a lot of these right here just set the default. I'm just gonna scroll on through and touch any of these settings at all. So you should have these same exact settings as me. So this is my settings here in Modern Warfare 3. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe. See you guys in the next one.